Good morning. Let's sit down and have a real chat for a minute, man to man. Have you ever caught yourself thinking back to your younger days? Back when you had that extra spring in your step, a bit more fire in your belly. Maybe you feel like that natural energy, that vitality you once took for granted, is starting to fade a little faster than you'd like. It's a common feeling, something many of us experience as we cross the 60-year mark. And let's be honest, sometimes this feeling shows up in the most personal and intimate parts of our lives. We're talking about the bedroom. It can be a tough subject, I know. It's something that can leave you feeling frustrated, maybe a little disconnected, or even questioning your own confidence. It happens to so many of us, but we often prefer to stay quiet about it, thinking we're the only ones going through it. But what if I told you that you have more power to change the situation than you think? What if the secret to reigniting some of that youthful vigor wasn't found in a little blue pill, but right here, in your kitchen? What if it started with the very first meal of your day? It might sound too simple to be true, but the foundation for better circulation, especially the kind of circulation we're talking about down there, can absolutely be built with your breakfast. It all comes down to one crucial thing: blood flow. As we age, our circulation can become less efficient. The highways and byways of our circulatory system, our arteries and blood vessels, can become a bit stiff and clogged up over decades of life. This slowdown is one of the primary reasons why many men experience issues like erectile dysfunction, or ED. It's not a failure on your part, it's often just a matter of plumbing. But here's the good news. The right foods can act like a natural maintenance crew for your body's plumbing. They can help clean out the pipes, make them more flexible, and get blood flowing freely to every single part of your body, including the parts that are so important for intimacy and a healthy sex life. In this video, we're going to forget about complicated diets or expensive supplements. We're going back to basics. We're going to talk about simple, delicious, and powerful breakfast habits that can make a real, noticeable difference in your energy, your confidence, and your performance. So let's get right into it. The first step to transforming your morning routine begins with something wonderfully simple and classic: a warm bowl of oatmeal. Now, I'm not talking about those little paper packets filled with sugar and artificial flavors. I'm talking about the real deal, good old-fashioned rolled oats, or even better, steel-cut oats. Think of this as laying the perfect foundation for your day. So, why is oatmeal such a powerhouse for circulation? It's all about a special kind of soluble fiber it contains called beta-glucan. That might sound like a complicated science term, but its job is very simple. Imagine the pipes in your house getting slowly clogged with gunk over the years. That's similar to what happens inside our arteries with cholesterol. This plaque buildup narrows the passageways, making it harder for blood to get where it needs to go. Beta-glucan acts like a pipe cleaner. It goes into your system and helps to bind with that bad cholesterol, carrying it out of your body before it gets a chance to stick to your artery walls. When your arteries are clearer, your heart doesn't have to work as hard, your blood pressure can improve, and blood can flow smoothly and powerfully. It's a simple cause and effect. Better heart health equals better circulation everywhere. But we're not going to stop with just plain oatmeal. To truly turn this breakfast into a circulation-boosting superstar, we need to add some color. And for that, we turn to berries. Specifically, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and raspberries. Think of these as nature's candy, but with incredible health benefits. These berries are packed with powerful compounds called flavonoids and antioxidants. These are what give them their beautiful, deep colors. When you eat them, these flavonoids send a signal to the inner lining of your blood vessels, telling them to relax and widen. Imagine you're trying to water your garden with a thin, narrow straw. You get a tiny little trickle of water, right? Now, imagine switching to a big, wide fire hose. That's the kind of difference flavonoids can make for your blood flow. They help to open up the floodgates, so to speak, allowing a robust surge of blood to travel throughout your body. This is absolutely critical for achieving and maintaining a strong erection, which is entirely dependent on healthy, responsive blood vessels. So, make it a habit. Every morning after you've cooked your oats, throw in a generous handful of mixed berries. Frozen berries work just as well as fresh ones, and they're often cheaper and available year-round. Now that we've built this incredible foundation with oatmeal and berries, Let's talk about how to supercharge it even further. Let's talk about what you can sprinkle on top to add another layer of circulation boosting power. This is where nuts and seeds come into play, and two of the best choices you can make are walnuts and ground flax seeds. Walnuts are unique among nuts because they are exceptionally high in an amino acid called L-arginine. Your body uses L-arginine to produce something called nitric oxide. If you remember one thing from this video, remember nitric oxide. It is the master molecule when it comes to healthy erections. It's the essential chemical messenger that signals the smooth muscles in the penile arteries to relax, allowing them to fill with blood. Without enough nitric oxide, that process simply can't happen effectively. By adding walnuts to your breakfast, you're giving your body the direct building blocks it needs to produce this crucial molecule. Beyond L-arginine, walnuts and flax seeds are also packed with omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard about omega-3s for brain health, but they are just as important for your circulation. They help to reduce inflammation throughout the body, keep your blood vessels flexible and healthy, and prevent your blood from becoming too sticky, which can lead to clots. Just a small handful of walnuts, about an ounce, or 1 or 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds stirred into your oatmeal is all it takes. You can also add them to Greek yogurt or a smoothie. The key is to make it a consistent part of your daily routine. Think of it as a small daily investment in your long-term vitality and pleasure. When you consistently give your body these powerful nutrients, you're not just hoping for better circulation, you're actively building it one breakfast at a time. It sounds almost too basic to mention, doesn't it? But stick with me here, because this is one of the most common mistakes men make that can seriously sabotage their circulation. Our blood is mostly water. When you wake up in the morning, you're already in a state of mild dehydration after going 7 or 8 hours without anything to drink. If you don't rehydrate properly, your blood literally becomes thicker and more viscous. Think of it like trying to pour molasses on a cold day. It's slow, it's sluggish, and it struggles to get where it needs to go. Thicker blood puts more strain on your heart and makes it incredibly difficult for your circulatory system to deliver that powerful flow to your extremities, and that absolutely includes the one area we're focused on today. Making a change here is simple. Before you even think about your coffee, before you scoop your oatmeal, start your day with a big glass of water. Room temperature or slightly warm is often best, as it's easier for your body to absorb. This single act kickstarts your metabolism, helps flush out toxins, and most importantly, it thins your blood back to its optimal consistency. It's like switching out that thick, slow-moving molasses for a free-flowing river. It primes your entire system for everything else you're about to do. You can't have a healthy flow without enough fluid in the system. Now, once you've hydrated with water, I want to introduce you to a real game changer. Something you can drink alongside your breakfast or even incorporate into it as a smoothie. This is a vibrant, earthy, and incredibly potent vegetable, the beet. I know, beets might not be the first thing you think of for breakfast, but their effect on circulation is so profound that they are studied by scientists for this very purpose. The magic of beets lies in their incredibly high concentration of natural compounds called nitrates. When you consume these nitrates, your body works a little miracle and converts them into that master molecule we talked about earlier, nitric oxide. We learned how L-arginine from walnuts provides the building blocks for nitric oxide. Well, think of the nitrates from beets as a powerful express lane to the same destination. They give your body a massive, direct boost in nitric oxide production. And what does that do? It relaxes and widens your blood vessels on a significant scale. We're not just talking about a small improvement here. Studies have shown that beet juice can lower blood pressure and dramatically improve blood flow within just a few hours of consumption. Imagine your blood vessels are like tight, constricted garden hoses. Drinking beet juice is like having a team come in and replace them with wide, flexible, high-capacity pipes. This allows for a surge of oxygen-rich blood to travel with force and efficiency to every part of your body. For erections, this is non-negotiable. You need that powerful, unimpeded blood flow to achieve and sustain firmness. So how do you get this into your breakfast routine? You don't have to eat a whole boiled beet first thing in the morning unless you want to. A small glass of pure beet juice, about 4 to 6 ounces, is perfect. Or, even better, You can blend it into a morning smoothie with those berries we talked about, maybe a little Greek yogurt, and your flax seeds. The sweetness of the berries will balance the earthy flavor of the beets beautifully. This is one of the most direct and powerful ways to fuel your body for better performance. Okay, so we've got our supercharged bowl, we've hydrated properly, and we've added the nitric oxide powerhouse of beets. Let's add one final touch, a sprinkle of something that not only adds warmth and flavor but also works quietly in the background to protect your circulatory system for the long haul. I'm talking about cinnamon. This humble spice is more than just a delicious topping for your oatmeal or a nice addition to your coffee. It plays a crucial role in another aspect of our health that is directly tied to erectile function, blood sugar management. Over the years, many of us develop some level of insulin resistance, where our bodies struggle to manage the sugar from the foods we eat. Consistently high blood sugar is like pouring sand into your body's engine. It's incredibly damaging to the delicate lining of our arteries, a condition called endothelial dysfunction. This damage makes the blood vessels stiff, inflamed, and less responsive to those all-important nitric oxide signals telling them to open up. In fact, erectile dysfunction is often one of the very first warning signs of underlying blood sugar problems or even type 2 diabetes, precisely because the blood vessels in the penis are so small and sensitive to this kind of damage. This is where cinnamon steps in as a quiet hero. It has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, meaning your body gets better at ushering sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it belongs. By helping to keep your blood sugar level stable, you are actively protecting your arteries from the corrosive damage that can cripple your circulation over time. Think of it as preventative maintenance. While beets might give you that immediate boost, cinnamon is playing the long game, ensuring that your body's plumbing stays in prime condition for years to come. And it's so easy to incorporate. Just a half teaspoon to a full teaspoon sprinkled over your oatmeal, stirred into your yogurt, or even added to your morning coffee is all you need. Make sure you're using Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, if you can find it, as it's considered safer for regular, long-term use than the more common cassia variety. It's a small, simple habit, but the cumulative effect of protecting your blood vessels day in and day out is immense. It's about building a resilient system, one that not only functions well today but is being fortified for tomorrow. Every spoonful is a step towards preserving that vital connection between your heart, your health, and your confidence. So, we've created this powerful morning ritual, a breakfast designed not just to feed you, but to actively heal and support your body's most vital systems. Every single ingredient we've talked about works in harmony, creating a symphony of nutrients that tells your body it's time to thrive. But there's one final, crucial element we need to discuss. It's not something you can eat or drink. It's not a spice or a vegetable. It's an ingredient that lives entirely within you, and without it, none of this will make the lasting difference you're looking for. That final, essential ingredient is consistency. I know, that might not be the exciting, secret food you were hoping for, but it is the absolute truth. You can't eat one perfect, circulation-boosting breakfast and expect a lifetime of benefits. That would be like going to the gym once and expecting to be fit for the rest of your life. It just doesn't work that way. Our bodies, especially as we get older, are creatures of habit. They respond to steady, reliable signals. When you consistently provide your body with the tools it needs to repair itself, it will respond. It's a slow and steady process of rebuilding. Think about it this way. It took decades for your circulation to become what it is today. Decades of different foods, stress, and the natural process of aging have all contributed. You can't undo all of that in a single morning. But you can begin the process of reversing some of that damage and building a more resilient system, one breakfast at a time. This is about playing the long game. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, or at least most days. Don't aim for perfection, aim for persistence. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just get right back to it the next morning. It's the cumulative effect of these small, daily decisions that creates profound change over time. It's the gentle, steady pressure that reshapes your health from the inside out. And that brings me to the partner of consistency, patience. In our modern world, we're conditioned to want instant results. We take a pill and expect the headache to be gone in 20 minutes. But healing the complex network of your circulatory system isn't a quick fix. You might not feel a dramatic difference in a week, or even 2. Don't let that discourage you. Your body is working hard behind the scenes. Those flavonoids from the berries are soothing the inflammation in your artery walls. The beta-glucans from the oatmeal are gently escorting cholesterol out of your system. The nitrates from the beets are teaching your blood vessels how to relax and open up again. This is deep cellular work. It takes time. So be patient with yourself and with the process. Pay attention to the small victories. Maybe after a few weeks, you notice you have a bit more energy in the afternoons. Maybe you find climbing a flight of stairs feels a little easier. Maybe you just feel a general sense of well-being from knowing you're starting every single day by doing something fundamentally good for your body. These are the signs that things are moving in the right direction. The improvements in the bedroom will follow, but they are the result of this overall improvement in your health, not a separate event. Trust the process. Give your body the time it needs to respond to the incredible nourishment you're providing it. So let's just take a moment to appreciate what we've built here. This isn't just a random assortment of healthy foods. It's a comprehensive strategy. You start your day by properly hydrating with water, giving your body the fundamental fluid it needs for blood to flow freely. Then you sit down to a warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal, which immediately gets to work on cleaning up your system. You toss in a handful of vibrant, delicious berries, flooding your body with the powerful antioxidants that help your blood vessels relax and widen. You sprinkle on some crunchy walnuts and ground flax seeds, giving your body the direct building blocks for that all-important nitric oxide molecule. You stir in a dash of cinnamon, quietly protecting your arteries from the damaging effects of high blood sugar. And perhaps you sip on a small glass of beet juice, the ultimate express lane to improved blood flow. This is so much more than just breakfast. This is a declaration. It's a daily act of self-care and self-respect. It's you telling your body, I'm on your side. I'm going to give you what you need to be strong, healthy, and vital. Making this your morning ritual is one of the most powerful and loving things you can do for yourself. And remember, the goal here isn't just about improving one specific area of your life. It's about elevating your entire quality of life. When your circulation is better, everything is better. Your brain gets more oxygen, so you think more clearly. Your muscles get more nutrients, so you feel stronger. Your heart works more efficiently, so you have more stamina. The benefits ripple out into every corner of your existence. Small changes, when done consistently, truly do lead to big results. You have the power to write a new chapter for your health, one that's filled with more energy, more confidence, and more pleasure. It starts right in your kitchen, tomorrow morning. I genuinely love to hear from you all. What are some of your own favorite breakfast habits that make you feel great? Have you tried any of the foods we talked about today and noticed a difference? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your story could be the spark of encouragement that someone else needs to start their own journey. And if you found this chat helpful, if it gave you a sense of hope and a practical plan, I'd be so grateful if you'd give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps the channel grow and reach more men who might be feeling stuck and looking for answers. And of course, if you want more conversations like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the little notification bell so you don't miss what we have coming up next. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, this isn't about trying to turn back the clock. It's about learning how to wind it up again, so it ticks with strength and purpose for years to come. Here's to your health, to your happiness, and to living every part of your life with vigor and joy. Take good care of yourselves,